success changes people? Like when you was talking about, from nothing to something, literally with no middle. People think that change you. Does that change you? How does that work?
It changes you. It does change you more than anything. It changes the people around you more than anything. It changes the people around you, and in turn, it changes you just naturally because your surroundings change. You're in a room with Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone now.
Right.
We didn't sell 1 million. We sold 10 million. Nelly became like a top A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
Like overnight. So then we followed with him. If we was Murphy Lee was a B-list and me and Kiwan was C-list, you know what I'm saying? But it was in a room with all the A-lists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it in turn made us change because we learned about things. You know what I'm saying? We went from we came out, we had big old chains, and we wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just changed you to now, to where I'm 17 years later. It's ropes and it's like a watch. It's still expensive. It's a Breitling, but it's not. It's just not diamondy. It's just as expensive as the ones as it's more expensive, but it's a different mindset now. As to where, and then. The more I got, and the more it's crazy. The more I got, the more free shit I got.
Wow.
Like, damn, why you keep giving? I don't need your own shit. Like, but you give the people who need it, who don't need it, free shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like the mindset changes. Like to this day, it's just like I've got on Converse and cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And I got more and got part ownership of an NBA team, and the more I got, the more I seen it ain't about this and ain't about that. So it does change you in that way. But first and foremost, it changes. I left, came back, and the girls that I knew who I already had their phone number wanted an autograph.
Right.
You ain't dealt with you got to deal with it psychologically. You know what I'm saying? My father, who was a strict Muslim type of man, you know what I'm saying, a pro-black brother, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't lean on the couch, it was strict, he was, you couldn't, you sleepy, right. You know what I'm saying, you can't lay on the couch, right. You sleepy, go to bed, go lay in your bed or something like that, and him like, kick your feet up, shit, man, relax, like, damn, put my feet up here on this, all this shit, like, I could do that, like, this man is the most influential man in my life, and he, my mother, she's always been way that she is, but she's crying all the time now, just proud and just everybody's changing. My father changed. He was kind of strict, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't mean, he was strict though, you know what I'm saying? He's changing. He's you break the table, y'all, it was a funny thing. But people that you knew,
right,
women that you knew, girls that you knew, wanted autographs, You like, damn, I knew you from school. I knew you from 6 months ago. Why I got your phone number? We used to talk. Now you want a picture with me? The fuck? So yeah, things change, but more so than anything, the people around you change, and then it's that more than anything. They change, and then they're upset. They're upset at you too. So it's a lot you got to learn, man. It's a lot you got to just walk in these shoes to really get an understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So, with things changing, what's your opinion on the social media era opposed to the pre-social media era when you all were
coming out?
Just starting out?
If we'd had social media, Nelly would have 50 million followers. I would have Facebook, Instagram, I would have had 1 million followers if we came out then. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got a chance to, people always, let me text you, know what I'm saying? Yeah, we actually were the most popular thing at one time.
I remember Bad Boy, when Bad Boy 2 came out with that song with Diddy. That was...
And that's 04, 05 or something like that.
Yeah, that was still crazy.
That wasn't even the beginning. The beginning, 90, 2000, 2001, it was a time where we could just go to Miami and slow down. We could be looking out the window and looking at slow down on the beach, walking on South Beach, and this 300 people around him. This is slow down. He ain't bust a lyric or nothing. But you could just automatically, at first, it was a time when you could just tell they were the lunatics because they had the twisty hair, it was the baggy shorts, this certain kind of dress, you know what I'm saying? You had the vocal clothing, the wristbands, all that stuff. So I'm saying you could actually, it was a time when that was just us. You knew, you could just recognize a tick at the time. And then the next year later, it was everybody looked like that. So we got kind of lost in the sauce. It was a time when Nelly was just singing. And then with the rapping, and you know what I'm saying, different than Bone and everything. But that's just straight too far from the actual topic. With the social media era, what the youngsters don't understand is this: is that they have a lot that it's different. You know what I'm saying? The inventor of that is Soulja Boy.
Yeah,
he should be.
I agree with that.
He should be given props for what he brought that on. Now, one thing is that when we came up, that time is gone. The 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, when you could make a hot demo and then give it to some celebrity or something, then they could take it and listen to it and like it, and then take it to a label and say, yo, check this out. Those days are gone. You know what I'm saying? The minute that internet came into play, and then they took downloading with Napster. Napster tried to link up with the record companies. Record companies like, that shit ain't gonna work. And then they worked it out, got it working. When now the music can be downloaded, now you can pirate it and download it for free. And then when you're talking about free shit, who is free shit gonna affect most? The poverty, the less fortunate. So less fortunate music is not what country, no. Right. It's not pop, no. Right. It's not rock, no. It's what? It's hip hop. It's urban music. Yeah. So that's why it hit us the hardest. So once that happened, then you got record labels that had 300-400 employees now have 300 employees now have 30, because it eliminated whole staffs, whole departments. Yeah. You had a artist development department. Yeah. You had a marketing department. Yeah. That's going to where now you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so that's so when people come in and say, "Yo, put us on," you know what I'm saying? Like even back in the day when we had Chinky and walked him up, and Universal was like, "Nah, that ain't it." Like, and he sold 3-4 million records out the gate. Right. Universal was like, "Damn, we passed that up." I'm like, "Damn, I gave it to you." Then when they said, "Oh, we won't do that again." Then I bring Wally, we apologize. You know what I'm saying? But then we come back with Jaquan. It was literally tipsy. It was boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit. Like they was like, "Oh, well, it's not the Chingy sound. It's not equal to the Chingy thing you brought." I'm like, "Fuck it is." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the same shit. They passed it up. He do what he did. They let him head down again. Like, yeah, head down with it again. Like, yo, and the city don't know that. It is, oh, y'all didn't help nobody. I mean, for one thing, we did help everybody. You know what I'm saying? But like I was speaking to you about, in 2002 or 1, I think, we got a proclamation, and the key to the city went to the governor's mansion up in, Jeff City or whatever. I think it was the key to the city because we created over $1 billion worth of revenue.